When giants step into the ring, the earth trembles and the crowd holds its breath. Every clash is a gamble with fate, where one punch can end it all.
Of Mighty Mo, Stefan Lecco. Chop the legs.
This isn't just a fight, it's survival. And you don't have to be the biggest to survive. Here are the times giants met their kryptonites. This is Boxing Guts. Let's go. King Mo versus Choi Hong-man. South Korean colossus Choi Hong-man, who is over 7 feet tall and weighs more than 350 pounds, used his massive size to score some big wins in MMA and kickboxing. That is until he came face to face with the short but bulky Mighty Mo, who dons fists like sledgehammers. As soon as this battle of giants started, Mighty Mo came in swinging like he was chopping down a tree. And with one final blow, he toppled the giant structure down like it never existed. Badr Hari versus Schilt. Badr Hari, the bad boy of kickboxing, had a career full of wild highs and painful lows. But one of his biggest flexes was when he tore through Dutch giant and 4-time K1 tournament winner, Schilt. In a fight for the It's Showtime World Heavyweight belt, Hari came out like a storm of violence. Within seconds, Hari dropped the skyscraper with a violent combo, leaving Schilt hanging on the ropes like laundry in a windstorm. Schilt somehow got back up, but Hari rushed in again and knocked the big man down for the second and final time. Don Frye versus Akabono. Back in the 90s, Don Frye was one of the scariest giants in the sport, but even he felt small in comparison to Akabono Tero, a 6'8", 500-pound sumo beast who made Frye look like a middle schooler. Right at the bell, Akabono came charging like a freight train with no brakes, but Frye popped him with a few quick punches before getting smushed into the ropes. The sumo giant leaned on Frye and controlled most of the action, but Don stayed cool and let the big man gas himself out. By round 2, Akabono was literally running on fumes. Frye chopped him down with a leg kick, then wrapped him up in a guillotine choke like he was tying a ribbon on a giant teddy on Christmas. Tomasz Cherinsky versus Katalin Morosanu. Giant fighters often use size as an intimidation tactic, and Tomasz Cherinski is no different. But he quickly found out the hard way that a humongous frame isn't everything when he stepped in with Katalin Morosanu.
Describe this fight as
Morosanu lit him up with sharp counters, smacking the giant around like a speed bag on stilts.
Down to come in. 2 minutes left
and just when Tomasz thought it couldn't get worse, a sniper-like right hand sent him straight to the dark land.
Stefan Lecco, top K1 names. Down goes
Mariusz Pudjanovski versus Cherinsky Usman Dia. Mariusz Pudjanovski is a Polish powerhouse, pumped up like a walking tank.
To beat 43.69 seconds put up moments ago by American.
And he took his freakish strength from strongman comps into the fight game. Across from him stood another beast in the form of an African juggernaut, just as jacked, Cherinsky Usman Dia. The two mutants clashed muscle to muscle, And within seconds, Marius dropped Bombardier like a sack of cement.
Change in an instant.
Well, Pudjanovski there's the technique. Chop the legs. And look above it.
And sent him to the legendary graveyard for Titans. Bob Sapp versus Akabono. Not every giant looks like a Greek god, and Akabono Taro was living proof. The enormous sumo legend decided it was time to show the world just how strong he really was. So, he called out the only man wild enough to accept
150 kilo, Bob!
Akabono looked a bit lost from the start, like he thought he was still in a sumo ring. Meanwhile, Bob quickly figured out that his opponent was less of a threat and more of a walking beanbag. Sapp began unloading punches on the towering mass of flesh, but soon, it wasn't just Bob he had to fight, but gravity and Akabono was clearly losing to both. And the referee had no choice but to stop the fight and hand the victory to Sapp for being dominant. Tomasz Cherinsky versus Mark Potter. The 2011 MMA clash between the 400-pound behemoth Tomasz Cherinsky and the much smaller Mark Potter looked like a mismatch on paper. Cherinsky walked in like a bulldozer on cruise control, certain he was about to flatten Potter without breaking a sweat.
Contender for the bantamweight.
But the second the fight began, Potter unleashed his fists like spells, and with a single shot, he levitated the big man like magic and sent him crashing down.
Is this big dude a boxer? Just like that's for sure. Oh!
From there, it was all Potter raining down strikes until the referee had seen enough. Badr Hari versus Alistair Overeem. Alistair Overeem began his journey in both MMA and kickboxing back in 1999, but for nearly a decade, kickboxing took a back seat, with just 4 appearances in the ring until 2008, when he finally set his sights on conquering K1. That year, Overeem stepped into the ring for a long-awaited showdown against the outspoken Badr Hari, who had been taunting him for months. Summon the devil and he just might show up. As soon as the bell rang, Overeem charged like a bull, unleashing a savage right hand that flattened Badr Hari in the opening moments. Though Badr managed to beat the count and shake off the daze, he came back swinging wildly, chasing a miracle knockout. But Overeem stayed ice cold under pressure. And with a perfectly timed counter left hook, he shut the lights off for good. Badr Hari versus Alistair Overeem 2. In 2009, Badr Hari got his shot at redemption with a rematch with Alistair Overeem that carried the weight of revenge. From the opening bell, Hari came out throwing sharp combinations and slicing through Overeem's defense like a hot knife through butter.
With an electric toothbrush, it is electrifying. Body shot.
Midway through their high-stakes war, Badr landed a thunderous right hand that sent Overeem crashing to the canvas. Overeem beat the count, but he was clearly shaken. Hari smelled blood and poured on the pressure, turning Overeem's legs into jelly with a crazy combo. The referee had seen enough. So these were the times giant fighters collided with all their might. Who knockout or finish was the ultimate best? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a beat. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.